Hi, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great day. Getting through hump day. We are on a downhill slide for getting closer to the Friday and the weekend. And now that I have my guys home, so my husband and my son home, tonight was our first evening having dinner together while I'm on the reset. They are not on the reset or following the same meal plan I am. And as we were preparing dinner and coordinating, what everybody was eating, I thought it might be helpful to share a little bit about how we manage that. Now, we do not have breakfast together generally, and we do not have lunch together. We are not talking about small children. I'm happy to do a separate video or include some of those tips at another time, because I know that when you're a parent with small children and you are following a specific meal plan, that sometimes that's hard. Do you cook an entirely separate menu for the rest of the family? My approach to that is no. No, I do not cook an entirely separate menu for the family. I never have. But I do sometimes. We try to integrate meals together. So, for instance, this evening, my dinner consisted of some pinto beans and rice, called for steamed zucchini, which I didn't get a chance to eat. I got full, and green beans with some olive oil and lemon juice. The guys were having chicken. So instead of creating an entirely separate set of sides, they also had green beans. So I just increased the volume of the green beans I was cooking so that they could have some too, and some of the rice that I had. And really, that's generally how we do it. They will eat the same vegetable as me. They may or may not eat the carbohydrate. Generally, we aren't super carb heavy in our household very often, unless we're ordering out. So for Matt tonight, he actually skipped the rice altogether and just had chicken and green beans. And that's pretty normal for us. Lane ended up having some of the rice after he had had his chicken and green beans. So really, it's just that collaboration. But I do not ever create an entirely separate menu for the rest of the family. The reset that I'm doing already uses up enough dishes with all the prep. That's the one thing I really hate about prep work, right, is all the dishes. But later on in the week, it pays off. So my tips would be, if you're eating something, an entree that is specific to you, make that equivalent to whatever their protein is for the evening, and then share the vegetables, because nobody gets enough vegetables in their diet anyway, right? So share the vegetables. And there might be some things that they're going to season a little differently than you do. For instance, on my rice tonight, of course, I'm not eating butter at the moment, which is what I would normally love on rice when I do eat it. But that's what Lane put on his. He added a little butter, and that was great for him, and he was happy. So I would love if you have tips as well, if you wouldn't mind sharing them, because this is one of those things. Not everything is always as straightforward as, just everybody will have the same vegetables. That's generally how we do it. But again, we don't have any small kids that we're working with at the moment. So if you wouldn't mind dropping your tips below about how you do those things and how do you manage it, or, is it just, do you really just cook separate meals? I would love to hear from you. So that's it. Not a super long video tonight. Not anything super in-depth, just really some basic tips. So have a great night. Thanks.